collective is working on building their self-confidence. They have imposter syndrome or are extremely critical over themselves and the work that they do. Right now, they go back and forth between feeling like they'll never be able to do the thing, right? They will never leave this poverty. They will always be in financial hardship. Just feeling like they're always constantly in bad luck versus feeling like they have the optimism. So it's like back and forth energy on that front. And it's around a new beginning, a new venture, right? So there's this new thing that we're pouring our heart and soul into to try to bring that confidence to ourselves. And it hasn't really brought the results we're looking for quite yet. And that also has us going back and forth on, oh, I'm just not very lucky. Oh, things aren't working out for me. Like some days it'll be going well and we'll feel on top of the world. And other days it'll be like, man, this isn't really panning out. Should I even be doing this? Should I even be trying to do this? And that puts us in the self-doubt, that low self-esteem, that lack of confidence, feeling inadequate, that type of thing. And we're currently at a point where we're trying to make a choice. Do I try to rush things? Do I try to force it? Do I jump in, being a little impulsive? Or do I stick with the consistent route? Do I stick with discipline? Do I stick with security? What should I do, right? Our heart is calling for haste because our heart likes quick gratification, whereas our intuition is calling more for security. However, we have a long-standing wound around our intuition. We have spent a very long time listening to fear, thinking it's our intuition. It would be like following the drive to go start something, but along the way we get afraid that it's not going to work out. So we listen to the impulsiveness, the need to hold on, the need to make it work. And then when it doesn't, because we tried to force it, we then go, oh, well, I can't trust myself. No. We have this perception that discipline needs to look a certain way. Yeah. And that is a bit of an ego conflict, right? There's this tight grip, this inner shadow that says that in order for things to work out, in order for me to show up consistently, I have to show up in this particular way or else it won't work. There's no need to do that. Right? That is legitimately just a specific perspective you were told growing up or shown growing up or lived through that was a little successful, and it's something you've cemented within yourself. Just because it's something we've experienced more than once does not make it reality. It does not make it the truth, okay? It's just one path that we've gone on multiple times. This puts us in nightmare mode. Lots of nightmares, lots of anxiety. We go back and forth. Some days we're really scared that it's not going to work out. Other days we're like, no, this is going great. This is going great. I'm moving on. I'm healing this. I'm healing this fear of making the wrong choice. Because ultimately it boils down to, am I making the right choice? And that impacts our happiness, our emotional fulfillment. I want to feel fulfilled. But I often feel like I'm going at something and it's not bringing me what I want. So now I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. And I try to make it happen. And that's where everything kind of falls out of my hands. Why you are hearing this at this time is because it's a constant push and pull. It's a huge conflict. It's a huge internal conflict. There may be external influence to this as well, but there's also a huge internal conflict around it that's driving this. It's the conflict around really wanting to go after your dreams. Push and pull. I want to go after my dreams. But is it realistic? The ever famous conundrum of what even is realistic anyway. Different soapbox, different time. We need to let the tower fall, friend. This foundation that you've built around the concept, the idea of discipline is not a good foundation. That is, this specific viewpoint is the kneecap. It's the obstacle. It's the root of the problem. And it stems from the fear of making the wrong choice and repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. The same cycle of trying to make it work finding out that wasn't the right choice, and then everything feeling really unfair. Having a hard time speaking up too, as well. Speaking our truth about it. Yeah, and this is definitely around our expression. Again, this was the house of communication. So, you know what that entails: writing, podcasting, singing, the voice, expression. This has us overwhelmed, overworked, frazzled, imbalanced, feeling like we can't ever quite get our shit together. Never. And we feel like we can't chase after our dreams. Any new creative idea we have, we slap it out of the air. Because we're like, that won't work. That won't bring me what I'm trying to get, because it's not going to fix my issue. And that puts us, that back and forth. Some days we're good. Some days we're not. We're waiting for this cavalry to arrive to tell us what the right answer is. The right answer is within yourself. You need to shine a light on why you have this big fear. Why we are so stuck on success and discipline looking a very specific way. Okay? That's the hang up. That's the thing that drives you into going for haste every time. Yep. This choice, like I said, making that choice every time we make that choice, or even if we don't make that choice, there are times where we just kind of sit in the freeze state for so long that the opportunity just kind of leaves, you know? And then we feel like we missed out on our dreams. No, we just, in not choosing, we chose. So the idea was handed off to the person who was ready to handle the thing they asked for. This impacts our happiness. Our wishes don't come true, so we're not happy. We often feel like we're the rat chewing on the chair of our own happiness. I can't ever make it happen. But at the same time, we're not tapping into our inner child. We're not following our dreams. Every time we get that creative nudge, every time we get that cool idea that our inner child is bringing forth, we slap it. We slap it. We betray ourselves. That's not good enough. That's not going to work. We betray ourselves over and over again, and that kneecaps our Empress energy. You're the Empress. The Empress is, this one goes out into the world. She's got the whole world in her hands. She knows what she's doing. She's confident. Right? She's confident in herself. She has her truth, and she wields it. And she goes for it with passion. She just goes for it. She already knows it's going to work, and she has the plans to do it, right? She's already got the plans. At the same time, though, right, I said before, we had no Queen of Swords here. We went straight to the King of Swords. So all of our planning is set in the material world. We don't even think about ourselves, what we need. We think, well, how can I make this work in a way that's realistic? And we forget that we're not a robot. And what happens when all we do is operate off of, I need to get everything done on a perfect schedule? We destroy our own motivation, our own creativity, and we turn our passion project into a chore. What you need to do about it? Go within. Shine a light on it. Shine a light on this tendency to rush every time. Every time it's not working out, every time every time we feel like it's unfair, because we're not getting the recognition that we want, we get up in our feelings, we get moody, and then we feel the need to rush. We need to be shining a light on that, all right? We're also extremely hypercritical. That Queen of Swords came out. The part that says that you're not allowed to rest. Things have to look this way. You can't have a break. No, you have to put out creative ideas all the time. You can't be bored. You can't ever think on things. You can't ever wonder. You have to be a creative fountain spewing forth creativity at 24/7, 365. No, that's not how that works. In order for creativity to flourish, creativity must be inspired. You have to look at things. You have to wonder at them. You have to think. You can't be thinking if every single second of your day is accounted for. You gotta be bored. A little bored. Empty blocks of time. Space to think. Safety to think. Your feminine and masculine energies need to be on the same page, right? We want to be in our go, 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 get everything done right now, control the narrative, make sure it's done in order to feel secure. But we forgot about the part where we need to put ourselves into the equation. The feminine side. How do you get your creativity to come through? What feels good to you? How many hours do you actually need to sleep? You know? Do you really need to work a 10-hour workday? Those types of things. Like, what feels good to you? Those kinds of questions. That brings you towards going after what you want, following passion's lead, and getting that perspective shift over what discipline is. Because right now, we're too busy thinking that it has to look a certain way when we need to realize you don't have to bust your ass and nearly work yourself into an early grave in order to achieve success. No, you don't. There are people out there doing way less, making way more money, who, like, and even if money's not the king of the world for you, right? They're out there doing the thing, living the dream life that you want, and they don't have to suffer for it. And the only difference between you and them is that you're in your meat suit and they are in theirs. They found a way to make it work for them. They found a way to make work for them instead of the other way around, you know? Same thing. When you start implementing that, when you start figuring out what discipline actually means to you, what is the thing I will consistently show up for? What feels good to me? What do I think I can consistently do? What is sustainable for me? That's when you get your head out of your emotions, right? You're no longer drowning in it. Because every time we drown in our emotions, we go back to the trying to force it to happen with new changes, new ideas, those types of things. Right? That helps us leave behind this notion that we have to focus so much on the thing has to work. The only way this is going to work is if I focus on, like don't get lost in the material. The material is the slowest thing to show up. Stick to your why. Why did you start? Why did you start? Stick to that. The material will show later. Okay? Because you already have everything you need. Your body is the resource that you need. Your body is the thing going out there and achieving the thing that you want. It's the one showing up. It's the one clocking in. It's the one putting in the work. It's the one doing the thing. That is your most valuable asset, is yourself. You can argue with me all you want. It is your most valuable asset. You're the one going and getting the money. You're the one going and doing the thing. Therefore, you're bringing your abundance in. You're the resource. Your words and your thoughts are also part of your tools. How are you speaking to yourself? How are you thinking? What are you doing here? Your emotions, that's also part of you. Your desire, your willpower, and your motivation. How are you utilizing these things in order to call forth what you want? Manifestation, 111, yes, manifesting. When you get on this, when you start thinking about it, when you actually start when you start figuring out what your discipline is and utilizing yourself and everything you have here and going, oh, well, what is discipline to me? What can I realistically do, right? That's when it comes in, all that energy, because instead of burning yourself out, you're now showing up consistently, showing up, putting in the effort day by day in a way that still feels good, so that you still enjoy the thing you're doing. And that brings the success. That's what brings it in. Being open to learning as well. Learn as you go. The apprentice is never the master before he is the apprentice. You have to be new at things. You have to be open to new ideas, trying new things, shifting perspectives. That helps you let go of the past regrets, of the past, all that stuff, all the disappointment, all of that. When you are open to that, you stop worrying about the fact that, oh, I thought wrong for a while, or rather not I thought wrong, but like, oh, I thought about it in a way that was harmful to me. And instead of worrying about it and crying over it, you move on. You go, oh, Okay, now I'll try the new way, and then see how it works. And also tapping into your inner child. Allow yourself that creativity. Yes, exactly. That is exactly right, Peter. You have to stop slapping the creative ideas out of the air just because the algorithm won't support it or no one will ever buy my product. What are you talking about? Every niche is oversaturated, every single one. People like the people who are passionate about their jobs. Will always support the people who enjoy being there because we like people who are having fun. If you're having fun, I'm having fun, because if you're having fun, that shows me that I am in the same energy and that fun will come to me, right? Like if we're all having a good time, we're having a good time. Same thing. Follow that. This is your little, remember how I said that fountain of creativity? It comes from the inner child. It comes from those dreams as a kid. It comes from those really weird, zany ideas, right? That helps you put an end to this loop of your own self-sabotaging behavior, of stabbing yourself in the back. I can't do that idea. I'm not capable enough. I don't have enough resources. I don't have the right thing. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough experience. I'm not capable enough. Who told you that lie? Why? You know? You don't got to answer in the chat. That's for you to think. And we saw this earlier, right? We want to leave this behind. No more overworking, no more frazzled, no more imbalance, no more ungrounded, none of that, okay? No more. We are no more the underpaid, overworked, overtired, overstressed. You're not a robot, okay? It's time to put in that consistency where it feels good. Tap into your intuition. Figure out what feels good to you. What can I show up and actually do? And then do it. So that's the recap. Let's get into the Oracle Advice cards. Now, I like the Oracle Advice cards. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. First and foremost, thank you all for your patience, everybody who stayed. You are fabulous. Thank you for the Go Popular. Thank you for that. Now, let's get into the Advice Oracle cards. I like them. I feel like they always add a little more food for thought, something to think on and help. Yeah, they really do help. They don't seem like they would because they're just little cards with images, but I don't know. I feel like they help a lot. Some of them have sentences, some of them have just words. They all have images that can be used for extra confirmation, or you could even tap into your own intuition and see what you get from it. It's up for you to decide. So, who am I feeling today? I am feeling D&D again. That purple. All that purple. Intuition and the throat chakra. Intuition and expression, since we're here. Alright, Spirit. Let's see. Let's ease their fears, soothe their anxieties, and give them some advice, some food for thought on how to proceed forward on their journey. Anyone who watches this live, whether currently now in this time or afterwards when I post it, I ask that you remove the weight they're carrying from their shoulders and make their journey a little bit lighter. Thank you. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. A little shuffle to mix up the energies. Do it 4 times for stability. And a knock for all that negative energy to go away. So, Spirit, some advice from my collective here today on this interesting reading around their self-confidence. Thank you. The moon. Yes. Sideways again. Current energies. We're still going through the fog, the illusion, right? Still sifting through what's real and what's not. What's illusion, what's fantasy. It's the shining of the light on the shadows as well, right? The moon sees all. It shines light on everything. It's finding clarity in the darkness. Finding your truth. We're still shifting through here. We're still unfamiliar, but that's okay. Tell me more advice from my collective here. This time feels very scary. It feels way larger and scarier than it is. Caverns are often very dark and scary places. We're not really sure what's in them. They're unfamiliar territory, and that's terrifying. But if you look very closely, do you see all of the beauty in it? Do you see all of the things that you can use here? Same energy. Even though we're navigating through it, there's so many opportunities for things. There's so much you can use here. What could you possibly use these types of mushrooms for? Are they beneficial? All of them have uses. But we are currently looking at it as this big scary thing when it's not really. It's time to get creative. It's time to get creative. Some more advice from my collective here. Goodness gracious. Yes! Being creative will build the bridge. It will build the bridge that you were looking for from one destination to another. Right? We're a bit afraid of that little troll back there. We keep thinking there's a troll. There might be. That's okay. You can cross the bridge. And what are these? The well. It's deeper than you think. Okay, the well. There's a huge, this cavern is a big font of knowledge. So in this little scary time, there's a lot of knowledge to glean from it. If you would be willing to look, and that will serve as your bridge. So many blues, holy cow. It's your truth, it's your expression, it's your creativity. Gorgeous. The puzzle, yeah, it feels like this big puzzle. It feels so complicated, like we need all the intricate pieces, we need to know the perfect formula and all that. Ooh, butterfly, transformation. That's fine. It's okay if it feels scary. You're like this tree. You're already resilient. Look at this tree. Look what they've been through. They're still growing through a whole stone wall. That's you, friend. Like I said, you're the diamond in the rough. You've been through a lot of pressure, a lot of high heat, several million years of nonsense, and yet, there you are, diamond in the rough. You're just like the tree. Despite everything's attempts, you're still standing. And even though it seems complicated, this is still you. Even though you're afraid of that, you're like, but what if there's a troll under the bridge? And what if it's really complicated? And what if it's really scary? You'll still be here because you're still the tree. Your roots are firmly planted. You're good. Just because you don't feel confident in yourself doesn't mean you're not capable. You just don't see yourself that way. That doesn't make it true. And if someone else says you're not capable, they're a jerk. You're like, well, what do you mean? What is it then? The people who really care about you, the ones who really show up for you, they'll tell you you're the tree. The tree isn't confident it's going to make it. It's not. It has its roots. It hopes the roots stay in. It hopes. But yet it persists purely out of spite. I got spite earlier and I was wondering where that was going to come in. We're still here. We exist purely out of spite. Like, no matter what you throw at me, I will be this tree. I'm not leaving this wall. And this is my spot, and I will stand here. Same energy. Some more advice, Spirit. Hopefully not a cedar tree, because I'm sick of those. Beautiful to look at, but my gosh. The gem. Again, you're a diamond in the rough. You don't think you're valuable? Just because you're a little scuffed up from all the BS you've been through? It's still a diamond. Just because it's not highly polished doesn't mean it's not worth anything. You're still a gem. You're still you. You still have all these beautiful tricks, knowledge, wisdom, things that you can do, knowledge that you can provide, wisdom that you can share. You still come to the table with something. You're still valuable. And even if you didn't, you exist, therefore you are worthy of existing. If you were not worthy of existing, you would not exist. It's like I say all the time, the only way to fail at life is to be dead. So if you're still here, congratulations, you're still valuable. Thank you for the reposts and the likes, friends. Any more advice from my collective here? Yeah, even though we don't really necessarily see what's on the other side, we're still here. And Faye, get whimsy with it. That's that call to the inner child. I know this card looks so intense for whimsy, but it's a Fae dog. It's a dog that can teleport from one area to the next, right? You can easily take a really cute dog and put it there, okay? It's a blinker dog. Whimsy. How cool is that? It's a dog that teleports. Same thing. Bring some whimsy in. You notice how we shifted from all that blue into yellow? That self-confidence? The key to your self-confidence is by not being so serious. By not giving a damn. Not taking everything so serious. It's alright. It's alright to fumble. It's alright to laugh at yourself. It's alright to make mistakes. It's alright. It's alright if your first video's cringe. It's alright if your first product is terrible. It's fine. It's fine. If you keep showing up, if you just have a good time doing it, people will still love it. You'll get better at it because you'll actually be showing up and putting the work into it, you know? Interesting. And create more. The construct is something that is made by man, made by woman, made by human. Construct. Create. Create. Be less serious. Create. Stop judging yourself so hard. Create. Just create things. Humans are master manifestors. We're put here to create. So create. Create things. Creation is so good for your mental health. It really is. It is legitimately the best thing you can do for your mental health. You don't always have to be the creative like painting and stuff like that. You can be creative by being someone who's in architecture. You can be creative by playing around with math formulas. It's whatever gets the mind going and makes you think up new ideas and do things in a fun way. Create. When we write things, when we draw things, when we sketch things out, well, it's drawing, but you know, when you write up new formulas and new equations, creation. Things that weren't here yesterday are here now. That's what we're here to do. If every single person, think about it, where would we be if the people who made phones, electricity, well, not made electricity, but light bulb, for example, where would we be if those people did the same thing, when they were confronted with, no one would ever want this, they just didn't put it out there? And how many iterations of those things have come since? They didn't make one and done. They've put out new ones over and over again, changing it whenever they discover flaws, whenever they discover new technologies, they put out a new version. You can do the same thing. And it's still, people still love it. They still show up for it. They still like it. You can do the same thing. Let's do last two. Thank you, Spirit. Rogue. Rogue. Interesting. Rogue. Construct and rogue. I'm sitting with it. It's like be whimsy. Strategic. Being strategic. So it's like combining strategy with whimsy. Yes, like I said, you're trying to find your discipline, so figure out what your discipline is. If you want to create, figure out what puts you in your whimsy while still meeting your goals. Strategy. Interesting. They threw me off. They were like, man, that is a serious looking card after I just said, don't be so serious. Thank you for the repost. Yeah, and don't be afraid of the comet. It only looks scary. It's interesting because comets are way worse than the tower. But like, comets are also interesting because where a comet hits may now be like, there are plenty of places where a comet hit and it's now like a flourishing new habitat. You know, comets aren't always bad. I mean, yes, it's wanton destruction. Yes, it has the possibility to upend things. But just because it's upending things doesn't mean it's upending things like permanently. You know, it's changing the routine entirely, but it's not necessarily like in this way that causes despair or unrest. It's just change. Oh wow, I just noticed that was all the horizontal. So from beginning to end, we went from the moon being scary, this not knowing, to this comet being scary. The fear of the unknown. Interesting. And the way to combat that is to get creative, be more whimsy. Remember that no matter what the challenge is, you'll pull wisdom from it. You will build the bridge to the other side. You will figure out the puzzle. You will still be standing because you are still valuable. And all you really need to do is embrace your inner whimsy, be strategic with your whimsy, and create. So, that's all that I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, for choosing me to be your reader for today. I always appreciate you guys. If you are interested in the personal reading, I offer that at the link in my bio. Please feel free to check it out. If you pop in here from the YouTube when I post it later, it'll be in the description box down below. Go check that out, see if I vibe with you. If I do not, and this is the last that I see you, thank you again for being here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your morning, evening, whatever time frame you're watching this from. And remember, life is an ever crooked path, and you are never off of it, okay? You're welcome, friend. And if you have chosen to follow me and you do like my vibe, thank you. An extra special thank you to you. I wish you so much love, luck, joy, abundance, happiness, peace, prosperity, and healing on this journey. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.